Hello traders, how are you? Vladimir here from Home Trader Club and welcome to my weekly Forex forecast. Today we are preparing for the trading week starting of 13 February 2023. Three opportunities I would like to share with you in this video. That would be the silver, Aussie franc and pound Canadian. Ready? Let's begin. So the first one is going to be the silver, which I find very interesting opportunity for the short term. It could be a very interesting one for the coming week. Starting from the weekly time frame, what we can see on silver is that after bouncing off a massive supportive area on the weekly chart, the price rallied all the way to the top of the falling channel. Besides that, a very interesting bounce is coming directly from the weekly volume area. If you are not sure about the volume zone and the volume indicator, how to use that, no problem at all. On the right top corner of this video, you will find the recommended video to watch on the subject. But right now on the same weekly chart, the interesting fact is that as we start to rally, the broken resistance becomes a support. And the same support zone was acting here as a support zone. So very good probability that as the price comes back to this area, which is also the dynamic 200 moving average, as you can see here, we might see the price trying to create some rejection and bounce upside. Going down to the daily chart, the interesting thing here are the following. So first of all, we have a pretty obvious, clear rising supportive line. Besides that, exactly as explained before, the broken support, the broken resistance has become a support, is meeting us right here. Now, let's talk about the current supportive area. So here is what we have. We had a bearish move down, creating lower highs, lower lows. With these highs and lows being created on the previous bearish move, this zone becomes the demand area, the most recent demand that was not tested yet. Besides that, again, the broken resistance that becomes a support. So with all these levels will come in play, and the volume zone we start to see meeting us right there on the daily chart, this becomes an area for possible buys. The broken resistances becoming support, previous demand zone on the daily chart, and the rising supportive zone. From my point of view, we are talking here about a classical zone for bounces and rallies. Taking that into consideration, going down to the 4-hour chart, here is what we currently see. Sequence of lower highs, lower lows, which usually in such cases loves to slowly continue, provide some fake signs or early signs for early buyers, which usually love to enter the trade too early. And I believe that this is the classical conditions for the market to go and continue fake lower highs, lower lows, create some rounding bottom, complete a bullish divergence in condition when the price goes the next lower lows, but the indicator will show higher lows, in that case the moving average of the MACD indicator, and then from the zone we saw on a daily and weekly chart, create the bounce and start the rally. So to sum it up, these are the classical zones we have. Demand, broken resistance becomes support and the volume zone, and going, and of course the rising supportive line we saw before, and going down to the 4-hour chart, connecting that together, this will become the area where if we start to see fake lower highs, lower lows, and the bullish divergence comes in play and completes, this is a classical opportunity to look for the short-term reversal upside. Let me know, what do you think about the silver? How do you see this one? And share your insight and your input in the comment section below. The next pair I would like to share with you would be the pound Canadian. So here is what we see after the big drama we experienced in September 2022, where the pounds, all the pounds crashed down to reach massive lows. Since then, the pound is bouncing and recovering impressively. The pound, in case of the pound CAD, from the area of 140 round number, it managed to rally almost all the way to 170, making it about 3,000 pips rally, close to that. But the interesting fact is that we went all the way down to the falling resistance and back to the broken support that became a resistance. Again, the price bounces off the weekly volume area, which is a classical combination. So from my point of view, we are yet in a corrective structure, which should take us to the previous important lows on the way. Let's try to find where are these lows, and for that, let's go to the daily chart. Going down to the daily chart, the way it looks like is that the market is creating for us a zigzag price structure, which means it rallied in two waves upside and now it is correcting in two waves to the downside. The interesting part comes on to try to find where are the next important demand areas. So this was the last high that was broken. The previous low before it is here. Then we got another high broken, this, and the previous low for a retest is here. We got this high broken, the low before it is here, and the same goes directly with the lows of an uptrend, okay, which are right here. So if we remove the highs, which we simply do not need in that case, and this low was already retested, here is what we left with in classical zones of demand, and look at this massive volume awaiting us there. Simply classical combination. And what I like to see here is if we plot Fibonacci expansion on that, you know what, let's make a different color. I think it will be a bit more visual as yellow. And what's beautiful here is that the 100% Fibonacci all the way down to 161.8% Fibonacci expansion of these two ongoing waves are right next to the demand areas. So long story short, I would expect to see the pound Canadian to continue all the way lower to at least 100% Fibonacci expansion and very possibly even lower, closer to the 161.8 on the ongoing correction. Since that moment, I would be switching and looking for buys again. What is your view on the pound Canadian? Are you bearish as well, or do you think that it's all trap and the pound is about to reverse and fly to new highs? What do you think about that? Share your views in the comment section below this video. And the last pair I would like to share with you for this video would be the Australian against the franc. So what we have here is a classical triple cycle in the conditions where we had big swing waves to the downside, which ended by making fake lows on the chart and bullish divergence of higher lows on the moving average of the MACD. The Australian franc managed to flip the trend and make the higher highs. After that, the pullback happens here pretty impressively and taking us back inside the massive volume zone. Okay, so that's in terms of the cycle. We have a beautiful demand zone awaiting here as well. So from my point of view and analyzing the daily chart, the supportive zone of the volume profile and the previous lows that will very likely act in that case as demand zone should provide good opportunities for buys. Taking it down to the 4-hour chart, here is what I would want to see. I want to see the final push happening on the 4-hour chart to see the market making lower lows and make it feel that the bears are yet in control. And then while the market will be making lower lows close to the demand zone and the volume we saw, I would anticipate to see a bullish divergence forming on the MACD moving averages. So once again, I would really want to see the market making the lower lows on the chart and And simultaneously, the indicator, in that case, the MACD moving averages, would make higher lows to complete bullish divergence on a key zone. If that happens, this is for me a classical buy opportunity, taking it up again back inside the volume zone and to go and test previously broken resistances. And if I take a look on the statistics to try and to find where are the very possible days for buyers to take control, here are two very interesting zones. First of all, the 14s and 15s, which are the beginning of this week. However, if the low that I want to see would not be created by them, there is a good chance we will carry until the end of the week and with the beginning of a week after. Look at all these days, 20, 21, 24, 25, create an amazing window of days or range of days for a bottom. With that being said, okay, again, take a look on, sorry, let's go back to daily. Take a look on the daily levels, okay, the daily dates. And with that, we go to the 4-hour chart, and remember the zones we saw before, right? The lows we saw before. So that's what should happen. We should fit in creating this low I explained, the fake low, and from there bounce. This combination with the days we see here on the statistics, okay, 14, 15, very likely first zone. If not, very possibly we would slowly carry on here to complete a bottom, and that will take us by the end of the week or the beginning of the next week, and from there goes the very possible rallies I'm looking for. So that's it for the Aussie franc. I will be very interested to see what do you think about this one. If you have your interesting view, share with us and all the rest of the viewers in the comment section below this video. And I would like to thank you for your time watching this video. I wish you a wonderful trading week ahead. Best to you and yours. And I would like to take the opportunity and to invite you to our trading club, the Home Trader Club, where you will find all the markets trend snapshot we have here for various markets. Well, you will enjoy from all our real-time trading ideas, where you will enjoy from our trading courses, where you will enjoy from a very comprehensive marketplace we have here, and of course our trading systems and much more. And once again, thank you very much for your time. Wish you a wonderful trading week ahead. Best to you and yours, and I'll see you soon with more. Bye for now and good trading.